My name is Melanie Maltby Ingersoll, and I'm a teacher at Miramichi Valley High School in Anglophone School District North, New Brunswick. I've been teaching since 2000, and the majority of my career I have taught math and sometimes French. However, this September I was assigned 3 sections of a course called Personal Development and Career Planning, or PDCP. In that course, we teach a high school mental health curriculum. As a numbers person, I was quite hesitant and worried to be teaching anything to do with mental health. However, I tackled it, and with the help of some colleagues both here at my school and in my district who were more than willing to share their resources with me, people who had previously taught the course, I was able to get started. And about mid-September, I received an email from a colleague at district office, our school mental health mentor, who asked me if I could use any resources or support, and I responded with a resounding yes. And since that time, we have been communicating and collaborating regularly. So my experience teaching the mental health curriculum has been very positive, despite being nervous about it at first. But as we've gotten into the content, not only do the students see the value in it, I do as well. As an adult, I'm learning right alongside them as we go. I think it's extremely important that teenagers learn about the stigma that surrounds mental illness and how to debunk those myths, and to learn about the mental illnesses themselves, to know the signs and the symptoms, and that it's okay to not be okay, and to seek help if they need it, and to help a friend or a family member seek help if they need it as well. Heading into this, I was extremely nervous, as I mentioned, but with the resources available, and certainly the teenmentalhealth.org website, it is really it's been a wonderful experience to teach this course, despite it not being in my wheelhouse. The website is very user-friendly, tons of resources available, not only for the students but for educators as well. I would recommend reaching out to your colleagues, both in your school, in your district, people who have experience in this field. Don't hesitate to reach out for help. It's kind of like people with a mental illness. Sometimes we hesitate to reach out for help. Educators sometimes hesitate to reach out for help as well, because we think we should know what we're doing. I've learned that it's okay to reach out for help and use all of these valuable resources that are at your fingertips, as long as you know that they exist.
I think that the mental health unit is important to learn in high school because it's good for you to understand the signs, symptoms, and what mental health is, so that if you, a family member or a friend, is suffering from mental illness, you can know the signs and know how to get help. The part of the curriculum that I found the most interesting was when we had to go on to the teenmentalhealth.org YouTube page and watch the first-person experiences. I found them really interesting, and it was easier to figure out what a mental health, like what an illness is, when you hear the first-person experiences and what it's actually like, not just on paper.
I think it's important to learn about mental health in high school, as mental health is a serious topic, and I think that everyone should know how to deal with mental distress and mental problems, and to go get help if you have a mental illness. I thought the most important part of the mental health curriculum was the video on stress, and it helped you deal with stress and learn you that stress is not the enemy, stress is your friend, and that stress is a natural part of living, and that everyone goes through stress, and that stress makes you learn and ready to take on the next challenge.
I think it's important to teach mental health in high school because it helps you understand what mental health is and how to get help. It tells you where to get help. Also, it teaches us that stress is good for you and it's normal to have. I felt like the most important part of this curriculum was the mental health pyramid, because it helps you understand the difference between mental distress, your mental problems, and your mental disorders.